checking out a new channel here for the background noise. The Simple Environmentalist. Go ahead and give them a subscribe. We like them. Okay. And we are going to go ahead. See, this one, it makes me sad, and we might go ahead and just let it go now, but here we go. Boop. When the power went down, we lost it. So, this is our new one. Which isn't really new, it just got rebuilt. Welcome, welcome. And we are back. Let's get some quick outdoor building done before I gotta zip. Okay, I got shield, I got armor. Let's go for it. Honestly, I am slowly learning how to mend my jeans. It's been an uphill battle, but there's a it's ancient. It's new to us, and especially new to me. But it's a Japanese style that, basically you patch the design, and then you put stitching around it to make a motif, more or less. Right now, the main one I've seen being used has been like crosses and stuff like that. So I was thinking, since Cult of the Lamb has a whole bunch of iconography that's like straight lines, why not make some Cult of the Lamb style patched up jeans? I mean, Lord knows, thanks to my lovely assistant Alice, that'd be the chance for you to make a noise on it. Normally she's a more talkative dog, but thanks to her, a lot of my jeans have become distressed jeans. And I do need to check in with our local Parks and Rec Center to see what I can do to do my part for volunteer work. Because I already pick up garbage whenever I'm in the park and stuff like that and try to help there. But it's like, I'd like to do more in the volunteer spectrum of it. I've really got to get less bashful with the phone. I just, you know, y'all, I don't want to be rude to folks. It's a busy world and everybody's busy with something. emailing I really wouldn't do because it feels like to me just a self-masturbatory activity. Whereas, like, writing an actual letter, I mean, yeah, they gotta throw it out, but y'all, density will eventually get them to go, okay, but who's sending this? I mean, there's a reason why companies still do junk mail, even though it's a costly affair for them. And yeah, truthfully, if you've got like a politician in your area, like Governor Kemp, I typically try to write at least 1 or 2 letters a year just to say, hey, gay folks exist. Maybe give them more chances. Maybe stop giving so much to big business and give a little bit more to charity work. Does it go anywhere? Probably not. Hell, I've been begging for a sidewalk for almost 30 years. But, same time. At the end of the day, it's more for you, you know? You can say, hey, even though society was starting to burn, I tried my best to put out the flame. Might have failed, but plenty of people did absolutely nothing. At least I tried. Though I don't know who I'd be reporting to. Now let's see if we can turn this into more of like a causeway. Because up high, the only thing we've really got to worry about are those phantom bastards. And for them, well, I've got a system in mind. Using the copper and making basically an cover of it. But for that I want to use more flat stone and make it prettier. For the record, y'all, I'm calling it now. This is going to be what gets me killed. I'm going to die up here or somewhere up here about adjacent because I'm going to fall or fuck up. But this will be the big build for this project as well as tunneling to get all the resources. And if they ever remove this hack, I hope they warn a brother, because Lord, the fact that you can just press against it when you're crouched is something that I exploit a lot. I mean, arguably I've died once or twice in vanilla mode, just because I've been pressed against the corner and accidentally hit the up button. And what a terrible way to die that would be, like IRL, just you're tied off, you're good to go, doop-a-doop-a-doop, and then Wilhelm scream queued up. I don't know, I feel like if I don't do this right, people are going to complain because the math is off, and I get that, but math is hard, and I'm not good at it. On this one, if I got some dirt. On this one, we might just plant a tree. And of course I don't have a tree, but I likely will by the end. See, that's the other side of it that people seldom forget, but if you really want to get your senators and politicians to do something, it's the same way as with your workers or your people. You gotta make it worth, there's a creeper, you gotta make it worth it to them. You gotta also reward and give thanks when they do good things. It can't just be a steady stream of, hey, otherwise you end up with the reputation the left currently has, which I don't fully agree with, but at times I do agree with. If they're doing a good job, you gotta give them the thumbs up for that. But it's like, they gotta be doing a good job. My particular representatives, I can't say that. I'll say it for, like, on the local level, like mayor, sheriff, stuff like that. They're doing alright, it seems. But it's like, our governors, nah. like the community center that hosted the fall festival, that was a banger of a festival, and even though I was completely decked out for Halloween and stuck out like a sore thumb, I was welcomed, I was invited in. It was a fun event, it was meant for everybody. Now, if I had had a giant topless lady on the back part of my costume, or a swastika somewhere, then I could understand. They're like, hey, fucker, you can't dress like that here. But even dressed in Halloween affair at a, clearly I missed the memo, and it was supposed to be like festival days, not festival. Everyone there who was dressed up was dressed like an old-timey character. Like if I had thrown out some white powder, it would have been a ghostly affair. But who knows, maybe that's what they did after dark. I dipped out before dark because I was on the bike, and I see how many beer bottles are in the gutter. I don't want to risk those numbers at night. I lie to myself and say, oh, but they're not doing it during the day. Not my Cartersvillians, not my Georgians. None of my folks would be day drinking, clutch my pearls, gasp. I forget that I'm on the radio right now. Gotta run as the sun sets and almost run right off the edge. See, I told y'all this would be the death of me. Why is there a pile of things here? Oh, that's a chicken. What is this pile of clucking things and feathers? Oh, now I have a tree. For the next video, if you can hear her, I would recommend The Simple Environmentalist. What event? 1 minute. Gotta get this plug right. The Simple Environmentalist. What even is microactivism? Question mark. Yes, you can be an activist too. Check out that video, and then check out Squid Tip's video on anarchist calisthenics. Because, oh wait, push on members only thing for that one. Oops. But I'd say check out Squid Tip's anarchist calisthenics for another one, because it's simple ways you too can help out and volunteer, and not only help out and volunteer, but also like make changes in your area. How to be an activist without having to be a capital A activist. How to help out and participate in anarchy without the capital A anarchy. Also, just, you know, for funsies, what even is anarchy is a couple Squid Tips videos, which I like, because if you were like me, raised in the 90s, you think of anarchy as, oh, so like The Purge, like no rules, Mad Max, everybody smells funny because the system went down. No. Anarchy just means no unjust hierarchies, no system in place that we follow just because Grandpappy did. If you follow a system, it's because that system works for the people. I.e., the police wouldn't be gone, they would just be revamped in such a way that either their expertise is a much higher, more robust, more rounded expertise, or they would come out in more of a team affair. That way, if it is some kid crashing out at their family house, you don't end up having that kid riddled with bullets because a cop got scared. You don't end up sending a therapist to a house where, you know, somebody's having a drug issue and so they're about to shoot up the place. It's a system of checks and balances in which everything is measured and maintained in a proper way. That way, ideally, no one gets hurt, cop or possible criminal. That's the other thing y'all gotta remember. We live in a society where innocent until proven guilty should be a thing. Unless you directly see the person committing said heinous act and you get the full story, they might not be innocent, but there might be more reason to it. There should be no one cheering when someone gets, you know, gunned down in the streets. like I said, I think we could redo our police system, but I also think that just straight up fuck the police might not be good marketing, even though I do have an entire playlist of fuck the police. It's an older playlist. I don't tend to delete things. Go, enjoy if you want to enjoy. But, like I said, I don't know, y'all. I don't have a lot of answers. I just take the time to read and try to do what I can and work on some artsy shit in between. Balance and all that. Shifu, Alice, behave. Baby's just getting up and about, so the dogs are amped to go off because they heard a door open. And for far too long, when they were hearing doors open and close, it might mean danger, so they tend to go off. We've been working on it, but with animals, much like with people, it's much easier for them to pick up a bad habit than for them to stop doing a bad habit. Okay, what's with the different colored eggs? Does the blue egg do something special? Either way, let's hollow this out some more so it looks more presentable, and it'll give us some more stone for building the Great Walkway. Two, 4. Alright, we'll go with this attitude. Also, I've got a book somewhere around this house floating around. It was a lovely gift from David. I just need to find it again. But it's all Irish hand-spun stuff for crocheting with thread. It'll teach me how to make the promise rose. Well, promise rose, I guess is what it would be called here. It was a ring that was popular when I was in high school. What up, Sukun? Sorry I missed your stream last night. I just downloaded Twitch again. Today, forget-me-nots having me go with her to get her brakes. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. I don't own a car. I don't like cars. But I guess she wants a friend to hold her hand while she does it, so we going. There'll be a chance to get out the house. But before I go, I was going to go ahead and do a little bitty baby live stream, maybe an hour. I've mostly been working on little art projects trying to crank out a bunch for the Halloween spooky season. My plan as it stands, since David and I are going to a Halloween party I believe still on the books to go to, I was going to make a bunch of little crafty decorations and then leave them strung out on the front lawn like as here, candy and decoration if you want. And then leave a little tips box that hopefully won't get looted on the front porch. I don't know, I'm still working. Hey! There's the thingy. Hell yeah, he held on to it. I'll have to check this out as we ride today and try a few of these, because it's thread design, so I can easily carry a variety of thread and my hooks with me. Same as the next thing I'm working on isn't so much I'm not going to sell it, though if I get good I can sell them. I'm going to make a variety of little hangers for my brush, my hairpins, possibly a full thing for my makeup, considering my makeup consists of one Halloween compact, a elf or high-end fancy green, it's the one you put on first to make your skin go on. Like geisha be pale white, but this one's like a pale green. I love it. And it's not that itchy. The Halloween makeup was itchy as hell. I'm not bougie yet. I only have a few makeup accessories. My hair accessories make me look bougie. I was also going to make a hanging sack to put my beads in for when I do my hair or when I finally let my beard grow back out. I'm kind of liking the handlebar mustache, though. I might just become a Game of Thrones character and get that to meet with my hair, and then there you go. I got giant hair duties. That was an Avatar The Last Airbender reference, by the way, for anyone watching this in the future. The main waterbender Katara in the first series has them, and I've always been jealous, but never been able to get them. That could be fun. I've got a webcam that was supposed to be for the PlayStation 4, but it is not detected. I thought at first, okay, well, because of the big screen that I play on with David's TV, I get it, I gotta keep the room dark, maybe I'm just not getting detected. So I grabbed my little blue lights, my purple lights, and I put them up, and I turned on lights behind me. Even with lights fully on, the camera don't detect shit. But you know me, I'm about as technically apt as a dwarf, so at some point, if I could get you right out here, maybe you could help me with my technical difficulties, and we could do a podcast together. I'd love our podcast. No, it'd be a live stream, 'cause it'd be camera. But still. Nah, I also just would like somebody to play chess and knuckle bones and a variety of games with. Every time I hit up Ollie's, I see games, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be fun, and then I remember, nope, we're not going down that road and playing with the voices in our head. That would be bad. That would be inadvisable. Hell, to this day, I still haven't actually played real Cards Against Humanity. And Magic, I don't know anymore, man. I really want to get back into it, but I feel kind of gross with, like, you know, all the negative stuff attached to so many people doing terrible things. Oh, and then I've just about finished Yu Yu Hakusho, and then I'm getting ready to go on the Great Trek. At some point, if I could get a steady ride for you here, would you like to go on an adventure with me? I believe David and I have collected all of Star Trek minus the most modern. We've got 1 and 2 of Strange New Worlds, and we've got... well, that's all we got of the newest. Although I do have all of Lower Decks, and Lower Decks is fucking awesome. Also, the one canon universe, apparently. It ties all of them together. I got a little bit obsessed. Just a little bit obsessed. Oh, that's even more better. Now I want to get a guide, and how shall we do this? Because, see, technically, it starts with Enterprise, with Archer, the dude from NCIS New Orleans. And then it goes to, if I'm not mistaken, and it hasn't changed, then it goes to the actual first Star Trek with Leonard Nimoy and the asshole. An amazing actor. I love him as Captain Kirk, but he's kind of an asshole. That guy. And then it goes from there into Strange New Worlds, which is the newest series. Then, like I said, it's Star Wars. Star Wars and Star Trek. I understand why there's ever been a little debate between the two now. Because they do the same shit, just different. I think the best way I've heard it put is Star Trek has always been sci-fi, fantasy, utopia, whereas Star Wars has always been dystopia. We got better in Star Trek. We learned from our mistakes, and we still make new mistakes, but some of the arguments in Star Trek's episodes, without ruining or spoiling it, some of them are literally, but wait, Captain, this fungus might have sentience. We can't build here if we would be damaging or hurting this thing's thing. Oh, this will be even fun. This will be even more better. We can do nerd-offs with it. Because like I said, this is one of those things that I've always said, it's cool if people disagree on Star Wars versus Star Trek. I personally like Star Trek better than Star Wars. But that also has to exclude, I've only seen 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I've seen bits and pieces of Andor, but not all of it. So there's a lot of Star Wars I still haven't seen. So I saw a lot of like the old, like I remember the cartoons. I remember not the badass animated Clone Wars. No, I remember the cartoons. I remember the Ewoks singing. I remember the droids. I had those at one point, I think. I said, it's just, it'll be fun if we can do it. I'm still working on on David's house here to get it set up more to where we can do like studio stuff here. My studio is sorely lacking, but it's got a lot of heart. Well, that's fun. I kind of watch the news shows. I don't really... Well, then I also, like I said, I watch Hannah Reloaded, and she does a variety show. But I've been watching her ever since the Bible Reloaded, so... I remember her when she was an edgy fucking YouTube atheist. It's fun sticking around with her. It's like I've watched her grow into what she has become. An awesome variety streamer that focuses mostly on old movies that I'm like, huh. Well, huh. Never seen that one. Some of those, I'm sorry, I was an ignorant child. If it was a black and white movie with words on the screen, my ass wasn't into it. I didn't get into that until I was like a man. And I still get into it, I just, you know, so much to consume. Plus, like I said, I'm still working on getting a camera set up for the bike so that I can actually record everything that goes on. Exactly. Well, I mean, right now, if I could get to Australia, I think I would just straight up go. Again, I'm so worried about Cult of the Lamb because I love it so much, and I'm so hoping that it isn't like the first actual digital cult. Because if it is, I'm totally in, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not sacrificing to the Lamb anything but my time. Give me a second, I gotta readjust the screen. I can only read part of what you typed. I had a dream. Oh, god damn it. See, this is the other thing, is the headphone. It's got like a 900-foot lead on it. So when I'm playing, I'm back to that age-old problem of whenever I move, I gotta check for a cord. But I've trained myself out of needing a cord, because everything else is Bluetooth. So much content. Aww. Don't do that. There are very dangerous animals in between here and there. Animals that would eat us. Because I've thought about it. But let me be clear. I watch a lot of the news and stuff going on. I've thought about it. I've thought about England. I've thought of Australia. If I could speak freaking Spanish, I've thought about Brazil. but big old sharks. That's because you were dreaming, friend. And our dreams were safe. In my dreams, I've explored space. Usually when I'm watching Star Trek or Invader Zim and go to sleep, but still. Space. If I do it now, I'll die. Horribly. Well, horrifyingly. Arguably, I'd probably be dead as soon as the suit was breached. We should make a video of it, that too, then. Just not IRL, because I don't want to see you die. But nah, it's been going pretty good today for the most part. Just attending to the babies and trying to get stuff done has been very hectic. Got the litter boxes done, got my hair braided back, that way it's not like, I hope that it gets warmer today. I went ahead and got one of the projects that I was going to make a cheap one upgraded to one of the ceramic skulls, so it'll probably look cooler. And now that I got this magazine for the ride out, because, you know, when... Look, I'm not going to make fun of nobody's driving. I'm really not. I'm going to try my best not to. It's not really her driving that worries me. It's the fact that dear forget-me-not doesn't know how to do routes. Like, you know how back in the day, if we got lost, we could call your dad, and if we gave him a landmark that wasn't just Main Street or something fucking stupid, he could lead us back to something we knew? Yeah, no, if I look up, if I look down and get into my book and then look back up, we could be in Mexico or something. Like in a Looney Tunes special. It's just, what happened? The GPS died, so I just stayed on the road. That was a highway. Where are we? But it's her car, so she's driving. I get it. Like I said, she's a cool person and fun to hang out with. I would rather drive. And I have a license. I just love our planet too much to drive everywhere. And honestly, I would like to take vehicles more, but honestly, I live in a country of people that drive to the end of their driveway to get the mail rather than walk it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like adding somebody with legit, like, if there's a reason you can't, I'm not like saying, oh, we'll suffer through the pain. No, I get it. Don't hurt yourself or nothing. But like, people that are otherwise fit enough to do it, just, nah, I'm gonna drive it. Everything comes at a price. Everything comes at a price. Your hubris will come back on your children's children. As I sound like a dramatic villain. I needed to make picks, and let's see if the sun's up yet. First pick. Eternal Night. Ooh, plus if you come down or we can get it, we can play Saints Row together. Honestly, I think you would like Saints Row. It's a little bit like Time Splitters, it feels like at times. At least the newest game is. The older game was very much Grand Theft Auto. Well, I guess the new game's sort of Grand Theft Auto. I think you'll enjoy Saints Row. Plus the character customization is wild. Yeah, Time Splitters is awesome. It's in the PlayStation Store. I could get it, but unless you got a console to hook up to, it'd be one of those you'd have to be over here and grab the extra controller to play. Honestly, not to toot PlayStation's horn, because I know if I do, they're gonna betray me horribly. but Xbox just upped the price of Xbox whatever to where it's almost like $30 a month now. To my knowledge, huh? Oh, you would have a fun and nightmarish time in Saints Row. You can customize the clothes, the color of the clothes, the make of the clothes. After you've opened up a certain business and gone on the little scavenger hunt mission, you can make your clothes out of metal or brass or the galaxy itself. Your skin color can be anywhere from human to adamantium. And then hair, makeup, thong size, tit size, not mutually exclusive. Oh, I mean, you can amputees, you can have... the game goes hard. And then, like, not only your clothes and your weapons, but also all your vehicles can be customized. It's a fun little obsessive wormhole of a game to jump into. I need to get back into it eventually because I never beat the Murder Circus. Well, at least not on stream. I've beaten the Murder Circus with Chief Justice, and I've beaten the Murder Circus with Kevin. But I have not beaten it with the other two champions. And Under, whatever, is a... His weapon is a long-range rifle. Oh, I'd love to have a PS5, man. I'm still rocking it on the 4. And, again, not that psychic abilities are real, not that I have them, but I goddamn predicted it. Oh, I don't want to upgrade from the 3. The 4 looks cool and all, but I know as soon as I upgrade to the 4, 5 will get done. 5 came out. Well, yeah, but now as soon as I do, 5 will be obsolete. I upgraded. 5 is almost obsolete now. Are we the old, Brett? I feel like we're the old. I used to know what was cool, but then it changed. Cue the... Fuck, what was the grandpa's... Abe Griffin? Not Griffin, shit. Abe Simpson? It was Abe Simpson, I want to say. Razor phones came back. In fact, if you have an old school Razor phone that still functions, you are officially chic. Like them cool cats who had them old school 70s suits in the early 90s. And also, when I was at the fair, those are coming back. I'm kind of happy about that, though. Honestly, I dug the 70s outfits. Color, the mixture of textures. We can do without some of the things from the 70s and the way back when, but I dig that the fashion's starting to come back. Hell, I had some cardboard bits in there with my beads, and I was just, should I make a medallion? Would it be cringe for me to make a medallion? I made about 12 medallions. They aren't finished. They're not like, I wouldn't wear them. But I was looking at them going, if nothing else, fun frisbees. Yeah. But hell, man, if we could get you, or get it set up here to where we could get you over here frequently enough, we could do, like, some of the multiplayer games again, because I just... It's not that I don't want to play with people, it's just like this one, I made a promise to play with, yeah, I don't think I'm doxing her to say just her first name. I made a promise to play this with Leah for the first time when we played on console, and right now it's spooky season, so she's working the hell out of the haunts. I know as soon as she can, we'll play, and then I'll open it back up to playing with other people, but it's like, I'd love somebody to play some of the old other multiplayer games with, like Saints Row, Soul Calibur. I've got all the Dead Islands except for the newest one, which admittedly I should have picked that one up when it was on sale. I didn't realize it was the newest one. I'm dumb and thought, oh, well, they're releasing the old one. Yeah, all these have been solo mode. Yeah. And plus, there are other ones like Cult of the Lamb's a two-player game. If you came down, or whatever the direction would be for you coming over, then we could do the whole, you could be the goat, or I could be the goat, and you could be the lamb. It's a fun little thing they put in, like the last update and upgrade they did to it. And with two people, I might even be able to, like, complete some of the added bonuses, like completing a dungeon in one go without taking any damage. Berserker armor gives you like 10 times all your stuff, but you only get a half heart and you get no bonus hearts. So it's cool, but it's like impossible to play as. Oh, there you go. Now I told you a reason to take up Cult of the Lamb, huh? Because yeah, you can basically, other than the bosses, you can one-hit everything. But literally, if you get caught by a stray, if anything happens, done. And after you've beaten the game once, there's another mode that I haven't tried playing on because a little too hard for me for that kind of game. I want to practice before I live stream it. But Cult of the Lamb has a hardcore mode where you have to eat and sleep regularly while running your cults. And if you die, there is no resurrection, which is the one thing that Cult of the Lamb kind of like. For some of the harder levels, that's the one thing it's got going for it, is the fact that, okay, well, if I die, I can come back and remember it. No resurrection. You die, you're done. Restart all the way at the beginning. I think when I beat that, I can officially say that, yes, now I've played Cult of the Lamb all the way. Oh, it is an amazing game, man. And what's bad is I just, okie dokie, fuck it. It's free, I'll give it a shot. It looks cute. It was a wonderful experience. Honestly, I can't give higher ratings for that game. That was an amazing... I understand why it's catching like wildfire. PlayStation Plus, it'll be... Like, if you're not a PlayStation Plus member, I think the game costs $20, and the upgrade might cost $30 for the new upgrade that they're coming out with that ain't come out yet. But other than that, if you get the $20 game, you get the 3 expansion passes for it for free, and that basically gives you a bunch of skins and all the bonus features like the cults mating, the making clothing, all sorts of stuff. But honestly, it's like I said, it's an affordable game, and the expansion costing $30 roundabout because they haven't nailed down a price yet. But they said more than a coffee, less than a car. My guess is since the first game was only $20, the other one might be a little bit more expensive when it first come out. But it'll basically be a backstory to the Lamb's backstory. They Kung Fu Panda'd him. I don't know all the details, but opening of it, you are the last lamb. And in this new expansion, I fondly call him Lammy. But Lammy finds a sibling or a different type of, like, lamb-goat hybrid looking thing. Hey, what up, football quiz? But he basically finds one of those, and it leads to this big mountainous thing, and it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna, like, they've already said that it's gonna introduce winter environments, so you can prepare your cult ahead of time and make coats and things. We're gonna get new follower types, and there's probably gonna be like whole new dungeons. Plus, that's likely what the old god, spoiler alert a little bit there, but the old god at the end of Cult of the Lamb is probably blocking the way to the new area. Because like I said, I beat the Cult of the Lamb for the most part. I haven't beat the hardest setting yet, but that thing gets pretty pissy when you try to walk past him. So I'm guessing that's the way in the when they do the update and all that, the expansion. I will find my way back there again. Wasn't this way though. Lost in my own face. I really, really like Cult of the Lamb. It might be my favorite game. Like, that's one of the few games I don't play it on stream all the time. I play a lot of that one off stream. But it's just because... don't tell me I didn't... Damn it! Okay, you know what? We gonna cheat is what we gonna do. Before I cheat, let me make sure I don't have a chest right up the road. I do. Okay, we don't gotta cheat. Never mind. I was about to drop a chest in a damn workbench right there. Okay. Need to make sticks for pickaxe. But yeah, I do a lot of grinding on Cult of the Lamb. That's why eventually I want to get a cult of over 1,000 and actually like build it around my ideals. Because you get so many neat little expansion things you can do in the game too. But I need to shut the hell up about it because I'm getting really into like spoiler territory, and I don't wanna. If y'all haven't had the chance, the game's like $20, or if you've got PlayStation Plus, it's free at the moment. Give it a try. It's really cute, and it really is not at times cute. I loved it. I'm also, even though I'm a big ass fan of it, I'm not sponsored openly yet by them. I would love it if they would, though I don't know what that would entail. If they sent me a plushie, I'd take it everywhere in Georgia with me, though. But we could have a whole little skit, where's Lammy going today? Oh God, I hope they aren't an actual cult. They don't follow the bite model at all, so I'm going with just harmless fun. But possible potential. For the record, for anyone who doesn't know, the bite model was first talked about by a psychologist. I wish I could remember their name. But the bite model basically is behavior, intelligence, thoughts, and emotion. Any organization, and the person who implied this was talking about any organization, that asks and controls any member or any number of these four things, it is a red flag to be a possible cult or a danger to people. If it controls all four things, it is definitely a cult. But basically, the reason it's called the bite model is because it's an anagram, if I'm getting that word correct, for behavior, intelligence, behavior control being what you're allowed to do, how you express yourself, intelligence being what you're allowed to learn. A good example of that would be for it not coming at nobody, not at nobody here, but it's like how the Mormon church doesn't allow their people to go and become, sorry, not Mormon, it would be Amish. Either way, there's a certain sect of a religious organization that won't allow blood transfusions, won't allow their people to become doctors. That would be an example of intelligence control. Thought control would be, now that one I know is the Mormons. You can't be angry, you can't show it exteriorly. It's, again, but thought, and then emotional control. Most, I would argue, most religious institutions and organizations do some degree of emotional control, but it's just anything that tries to get you to do these for the organization could possibly be a cult. From what I've seen, Cult for the Lamb is very fun-loving, very enjoyable, and they don't check any of the real... It's the same reason why our very dumb president declaring war on Antifa is just as dumb as his predecessor declaring war on a drug, or the last most relevant Republican predecessor, Bush, declaring war on an ideal? Terrorism. He declared war on terrorism. The idea of attacking someone to cause terror. We declared war on the idea. You can't win a war on an idea, folks. Check out V for Vendetta for that one. Good or bad. That's not how people work. That's not how ideas work. But either way, the reason you can't really declare a war on Antifa is, friends, I would hope everyone here is part of what would be considered, by them, Antifa. I don't like fascism. I don't like the idea that people that the government deems are less than me should be exterminated. I don't believe that anyone is lesser than me. I believe we're all basically just apes that put on pants. And because of that belief, you know, I don't like fascists. Because of that, I am, I guess, part of this Antifa. Because I am very much, nah, fuck them fascists, get rid of them. Now, I'm not saying kill them, though, you know, other videos, previous past. But as I'm saying, fuck them. I don't care. If you also feel that way, congratulations. The U.S. government has a real beef with you for some reason. My God, I can't wait for the boring times. I've been promised that boring times will come eventually. I don't know what's going to lead up to them, but eventually it'll be boring again, y'all, and won't that be fun for anyone that survived all this crazy shit. But back to the fun stuff. So, what time is it? Okay, I got a couple more. I got a little bit more time than I can spend with y'all, thankfully. Let's do a bit more fun mining, eh? And I guess we will get a chest to put here, because we do need something to navigate with the extra. That's something I don't like about the Minecraft moving system is I feel like there's a lot of time that I accidentally move something or I don't when I'm meaning to. I think I should have enough space for it now. Boo. Did I just use all my wood? Is that it? You know what, Spirit? That's enough to run with. We'll run with what we got. Ain't it cute? Okay. Now we can make a couple more picks and actually get some work done down there, hopefully. just for the moment, we'll get a better lighting system in a bit. Probably a long bit. Because part of making a massive pyramid of any type is getting a section big enough to make it in. And it might not turn out to be a pyramid just because I don't know how far down below until I start hitting tunnels again. But we're gonna do our best. I guess a partial pyramid would be the answer. Faces and faces, facial protection from what I don't know. Hey, we finally passed 100 days again. That's pretty cool. I hope the grid doesn't go down again, as I don't have a backup of this one. Maybe I should get on that. That'll be the first thing I do when I sign off today, is go ahead and get a backup made of this world, just in case. Also, I've really got to figure out how the hell Facebook Marketplace or how any of these selling things work. Because I've basically got my packaging idea worked out. I'm going to use saran wrap, Ziploc baggies, and possibly cardboard shredded bits. But right now, probably just, you know, Ziploc baggies and something from the dang post office. My thing now is just being able to ship it and send off the items and price them properly to where I'm not, you know, working at a loss. But heck, considering most of the wood stuff I make comes off the side of the road, main thing that's a loss is just the electricity running the Dremel. And then eventually when I have to replace drums and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, the other side is just, I'm very... Why does it feel that selling my artwork, a lot of the times it feels like I'm selling drugs? Because, like, okay, for example, one of the ladies at one of the stores that I frequent here in town, she saw my badass punk jacket, the one I've Sharpied out and that I've got a little cape tag to. But she said, oh man, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I make them. Oh, that's cool. And after 10 minutes and exchange of phone numbers, it was then a very awkward callback to basically her saying that she'll let me know when she gets the denim. But it's like, it feels like we're setting up a drug deal, and that's not what I want it to feel like when I'm doing business. If I could get enough product made, it'd be, oh god, I need to stop calling it that too, but what do I call it? Arts and crafts? Crafty shit? Being an adult sucks. Maybe I should just make a blanket. I'll make a blanket and a series of signs, and then I'll walk into town, throw my blanket out, and if somebody tries to just give me that, no, you're buying things. I'm not here to beg. Buy artwork. I'm a merchant. Just an old-timey merchant. See, if we lived in different times, I would get a big-ass trench coat and a big hat, and I would have a bunch of little fake rollers. Like I said, I feel like it was in Hercules. Want to buy a sundial? Ooh, that could... Nah, there ain't enough people that are nerdy enough. I could do it at conventions, though. Figure out how to talk to them and then basically dress as the character from Resident Evil 4. The one with Leon. I think they kept him in the remake, too. But just, what you buying, stranger? What you selling, stranger? That guy, I could be that guy. The problem is anytime that you sell things out your coat, you look like you're flashing people. You know, they're really missing out on a niche market of lingerie salesmen that do flash sales. I gotta quit laughing at my own jokes. I sound like an asshole. Hey. No copper left behind. I mean, let me ride the bike a little bit longer, and maybe right now it wouldn't. See, here's the fun thing. When it comes to nudity in public, or at least partial nudity in public, it's very much a public opinion thing. Because and don't get me wrong, maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right. I disagree with it. I think you should just, as long as you bits of it, wear whatever the hell you want. But very much we're in a society where if you're a 10, they don't care what you wear. You could wear napkins. A lot of people wanted Faye to wear napkins in the Cowboy Bebop, like IRL make of a movie, and that's just not how clothing material works. But you look like that in the anime. Yeah, in the anime, you're a god. You get to dictate the physics of that universe. In the real world, fabric tears. But yeah, I don't look good enough. I know I'm not a 10. I'm a soft 7, maybe. Hell, on a proper scale, I'm a soft 5. But with my teeth, I look better. I'll give it that. I'm getting better at upkeep and maintenance. Honestly, I'll say I've earned that 6. I'm a solid 6. And maybe I'll get up there more with the workouts and all that. But most of it's confidence and willingness to change and take in ideas. It's the soul that's pretty. Also, even if you beat me with an ugly stick, it's my soul that'll shine through. I don't know why I'm saying soul like that. I also gotta learn what the hell a copyright is, because I know I'm violating the shit out of things of my sort. Probably. I'm gonna say that's what it is, because all that went through my head immediately after the 2 souls was, give me your soul. You know, there's an arcade in New Harley. It's like stupid expensive to go to except for like a special occasion, like friends coming to visit. But there's an arcade in New Harley. It's got the Alien Invasion game, I want to say it is. The Alien franchise one. It's got a bunch of little claw machines. It's not a great arcade, but damn it, I haven't seen an arcade in years. It's no Dave & Buster's, but it's better than anything else other than playing at the house. And honestly, who knows, if we support our local businesses, maybe they will get better machines. Yeah, I feel you there. But that's why we've got a vast array of DVDs. I think David has all of Marvel and, well, Blu-rays. But I think David has all of, almost definitely. The library is an awesome thing. And honestly, the library has a vast array of DVDs and Blu-rays here. I kind of wish our library lent out like tools like some of the other cooler libraries do. But I'm not knocking it. They've got like a vast array of like Blu-rays, DVDs, documentaries, how-tos. I mean, at least 3 walls of this building are dedicated to just DVDs. And I guess DVDs and Blu-rays. I say the two synonymously as if they are, but they're not. They got more DVDs than Blu-rays, but they do have quite a few Blu-rays as well. And a children's wing, as well as a teen's wing, which is pretty fucking cool, honestly. Now that I'm an adult and have visited other places, honestly, the Cartersville main library is pretty fucking impressive for a small town. But yeah, today I'm going to try to hopefully finish off what I got here and then start working. Honestly, I might just do that. I'll make a bag rack out of what I'm making here that I was going to make a vest or a jacket out of. Because I need something to organize my hair care products and all my stuff. For this, I'm going to make it a bit wider and then we'll start going down again. Because ideally this part is tedious, but if we do it correctly, it'll be much quicker going down. And this is why sometimes I cry if we lose a well-made account. Because it's one thing to die. You can always come back until you get sick of looking at the world when you die. It's another thing to, oh, the power grid went down, that world just doesn't exist anymore. It's so much more permanent. It's so much more, yeah, that is the true death in video games. I don't even get to see what I've done on that one anymore. Alright. This is just going to be widening. And unfortunately, looking at the time, we might have to be cutting it soon. Just because I do need to take the boys for one more walk and try to get Alice to walk. Try my best. I don't know why she doesn't like leaving the porch. During the summer, I get it. She's a Pyrenees chocolate lab mix. So I totally get her not wanting to go outside in the Georgia heat. Shaving her seemed to work that out. But now her coat's grown back out and she's just... I really hope I didn't brick this dog, y'all. She only really likes to walk when I pick her up and carry her down the stairs. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it was very cute when she was an itty-bitty puppy. And when she was younger, it was doable. But I'm getting old and she's getting bigger. I can't have to carry her down the stairs each time. and she's smart. It's not like some dogs that I've had that I was trying to get to do tricks like this. They were real dumb, so you could just, you know, make sure their leash is long enough, make sure you don't get pulled on it, and then just throw the treat down the stairs. They'll chase the treat. They immediately lose their fear of stairs if treat comes up. She's not like that. She'll just watch the treat fly down the stairs and then wait for me to pick her up to carry her down there. Yeah, I think the cats are teaching her how to be a diva. Like I said, dude, whenever you can come down and visit it, you'll love meeting her. She's a sweetheart. Very forward, but very sweet. Well, I'm working on it. It's also fun because if you hang out long enough, you'll realize she argues with me. Like, gets vocal about it. So that's why I really need to get a camera set up for when she decides to pull her diva ass shit so I can get it on film. Well, that's an outdated ass term, but so I can record it. Yeah, that one still jives. That one still checks. Saying getting it on film is ridiculous, considering that unless I go out of my way, none of this will ever be put to film. It's all just going to be a digital record, and erased as soon as humanity is gone. Boom, boom, boom. Big dramatic ending for the show. While I fill out my tools right for the next go round. You know what? I'll just do that. Let it keep doing its thing. Okay, so we'll leave off here for now. Y'all, every time that I say I'm coming back, I end up lying to y'all, and I don't like lying to y'all. I'm gonna try my best to come back and do one more stream for the end of the day. If nothing else, a no mic Soul Calibur or something, you know? But in case I can't, I don't want to disappoint nobody. If I can, I will come back. Also, if I don't die with, you know, or end up in a different state because Zoe gets distracted or the GPS doesn't work. But, oh, crap. Did I make a bunch of wooden pickaxe? Shit, I did, didn't I? Fuck. Well, that's gonna have to be fixed. But, assuming that nothing goes awry, I'll try to come back for at least one more stream today. If things go horribly awry, we'll be back tomorrow morning, probably around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier, for a little Let's Build stream. I'm gonna go ahead and take us back to where we left off at, so we can widen out that area. And then we'll come back in here. See, that's kind of shit getting killed if I ain't careful, or if I run in the wrong area. Well, rut-row. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay. Where did I leave that frickin' room at? My base is too big and not very well marked. Okay, you know what? You know what? We'll just go with building here next time, okay? We'll find the room again when we're meant to find the room again. But either way, y'all, I appreciate you coming out. I especially appreciate Sue for showing up. And yeah, y'all, we'll see you on the next go round. Bye for now. Bye bye. Oh, that wasn't the right sign off. It. Bye bye for all. Or